best of high end. Experience the beauty of audio and video.
Hello, welcome. We're still at High End Munich 2025, and with us is Bruno Putzeys from Kii Audio. And you have some great news here, Bruno. Please tell us.
The great news is that the Kii 7, which we've so far specifically been proposing to the professional market, is now fully equipped with the consumer features that we were long waiting for, which is streaming functionality, meaning that you can have just a pair of Kii 7 speakers, connect them, plug them into the wall, connect them to your Wi-Fi network, and then you can play music immediately without any other source. We are announcing it here, and it's rolling out as we speak.
Bruno, tell us, why is the Kii 7 such an extraordinary product technology-wise?
Well, you know that the Kii 7 is initially set up as a smaller version of the Kii 3.
Yeah.
But of course, we are 10 years on from the Kii 3,
Yeah.
and especially in terms of what's possible now for processing wise, things have come along so far that we could completely drop the idea of using a dedicated DSP chip. We just got ourselves a quad-core ARM chip, and that thing is running Linux and is running our DSP software and everything. And that gives you so much more freedom to add new features purely in software. So that's what we're doing now. It's people who have bought the Kii 7, sort of the initial version of the Kii 7. All they need to do is connect the thing to the internet via an Ethernet cable, ring us up, and we'll update it. And from then on, it's Wi-Fi capable. It's Wi-Fi streaming capable.
Yeah.
You get all the new goodies.
Yeah.
And of course, there are of course other details like things like the cabinet design that we've learned so much over the years that the whole internal construction is much more elegant and so on. But the thing that really gets us excited is just the ease with which we can multiply the number of user-friendly features that are on there. So the speakers are controlled via an app, meaning that if you do not have a key control, you do not need. If you have a key control, it'll work equally fine with it.
Yeah.
So people some people want a wired remote, some don't.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of our customers now will probably be using the app. And when you use Spotify Connect or Tidal Connect, Cobus Connect coming quite soon, then essentially you can run the speaker entirely from the respective streaming app. You don't even need to have the key control app open to that.
And hardware-wise, can you tell us a little bit more about the drivers and the amplification?
Well, actually, that is not so different from the Kii 3. That is to say, we are using the same woofers, the same mid-range. We are using practically the same tweeter. It's custom made, but it's practically identical to the old one.
Yeah.
What we changed on the tweeter side, just because we could, is that we no longer use a tweeter with a bolted-on waveguide. We designed our own waveguide, which was actually designed by a colleague at Purify.
Yeah.
And which aids high frequency dispersion quite a lot compared to the old waveguide. So directivity is much more constant than with an ordinary waveguide. And so that's the acoustic side. As I said, cabinet wise, thing is completely braced throughout. I don't think there are many speakers that are so quiet, I mean, vibration-wise, when you play them than the Kii 7, even though this is not a physically heavy product.
Yeah.
The electronics, which is sort of sat in a separate cage mounted on the back of the speaker, is obviously, as you might imagine, Purify architect modules, but custom modules because it's a very tight squeeze to fit it in the box. We couldn't use standard modules, so just redesigned a new circuit board. Yeah, that's it. Hardware-wise, it's what you would expect basically.
You told me that you just felt like you got a birthday present because you have a very, very nice presentation running here together with the ambassador of the show. Tell us.
Well, it was absolutely brilliant. We got contacted a couple of months ago by the High End show, and they told us that Anette Askvik is the brand ambassador for the High End show,
Yep.
and she wants to present an immersive version of her album Liberty. That's just come out yesterday,
Yeah.
and Anette asks that the sound system that be the Kii sound system. And so, would Kii please come and install a fully immersive rig? Yes, please. And so we have this wonderful room and wonderful people to work with. Anette and her lighting designer have worked on the most beautiful light show and the most beautiful decoration of the room. It's really quite magical, to be honest. And when we came in, all the rigging was done. That is to say, all the trusses and stuff. All we had to do was carry the speakers in, hang up the height speakers, and set the rest up, and wire it together. And in half a day, we had this absolutely unbelievable sound. And so you may or may not know that Kii actually celebrated its 10th year anniversary.
Oh, there we go.
So we actually, so we actually celebrate that during the show.
Yep.
But sitting there and just listening to these great Auro 3D tracks and Dolby Atmos tracks is as I said, felt like a personal birthday present as well. That was just so cool to be allowed to do that.
Yeah. But well, my ears are itching now, so let's go and have a listen.
Great.
Yeah.
Best of High End. Experience the beauty of audio and video.